Hey guys, it's Kiki. I'm going to be demonstrating a highlight and contour technique today. I'm going to be utilizing our cream foundations, and then I'm going to be setting with our high definition setting powder. My first step today will be utilizing the cream foundation in the shade Very Fair. I'm going to use this shade 2 shades lighter than her skin tone. I'm first going to warm it up on my hand to get the product a little bit more velvet. Then I'm just going to draw 2 upside down triangles underneath the eyes, dragging straight down on the nose. 1 triangle on the forehead, down the bridge of the nose, a little highlight on the cupid's bow, and then right on the top of the chin. My next step will be using the cream foundation in the shade Dark. I'm going to again warm that up on the skin of my hand and find the hollow of her cheek with my brush. And draw a triangle-shaped line down the side of her cheek. And I'm going to create a little bit more contrast on the top of her forehead. Draw 2 vertical lines down the side of her nose, and then fan that out, and then cut the tip off. 1 small line on the bottom of her lip, and then 2 horizontal lines along the jawline to define it. So we create this contour map on the face with 2 shades lighter and 2 shades darker than her skin tone to create more contrast in the face. So my next step is to take a damp sponge and blend out my highlight. So I'm using the side of my sponge and have a more even blend. We tap the sponge up in a downward motion and an upward motion to elongate the nose and make it look a little more slender. So now that we are all blended, we are going to check for balance and make sure that we don't have any lines or imperfections within the cream, and then we'll be ready for setting. Now I'm going to go in and set our dark points with our powder foundation in the shade Entice and a small powder brush. So the reason I'm setting the product is because we want more longevity as our client's doing things and is more active. It's always good to set your cream foundation. So I'm just going to go along all those lines I created in soft circular motions with my dark shade. And I'm utilizing the brush with one side and creating downward strokes on the nose in the same motion I created with the cream. So now I'm going to go in with our high definition powder, and this is what we're going to use to set the high points. So I'm just going to take the lid off, tap a small pile of the powder on the lid. I'm going to take that same sponge that I used earlier, and I'm just going to press that into the powder. First I'm going to define her cheekbones. So we're going to take a small swipe across the cheek area where we created that hollow space. So I'm just going to do a swipe motion and curve it up slightly to define the cheeks. We're just going to slightly tap into the skin with those same motions using one side of that wet sponge. So this is a term that's often loosely used as baking. We are going to let it sit on the skin for 5 minutes and then we'll dust off. Our last and final step is to take a loose brush and to dust this off loosely, letting all of that product seep into the skin. You can use circular motions or just a slight soft tapping motion. So that will include the process of the highlight and contour technique with setting powder using our high definition setting powder and our cream foundations.